And a very good morning to our friends Peter, Clara, Megan, Harry, Opera, and all the other James. Don't forget James Corden, good friend James Corden, all in LA. We've done this morning boost at 5 p.m. for our friends in Los Angeles, so that they can actually watch it and have a morning boost. So, good morning to you all in Los Angeles.
Good morning.
Anyway, good morning, Dom.
It's morning somewhere.
It is 12 minutes past 9 in Los Angeles. So there we are. And James, why haven't you returned my text message? I'm a bit upset. So cool. Anyway, today, did you have a good Easter, Dom?
Did have a good Easter. Yeah.
Excellent, mate.
Nice.
I saw your pictures from the top of Frodsham overlooking the Mersey. They look very, very good. So nice stretch, nice walk.
Yeah. Second time I've been out there now, and it was a nice day, and it wasn't cold, unlike today.
It was bitter this morning, wasn't it?
Apparently, it's snowing all over, or it was snowing at near Liverpool.
Yeah, I saw. I had a friend of mine send me a picture. I think he lives near Cambridge somewhere, and he had snow in the garden. He did send a picture of his snowing in the garden. I was like, there we are. So anyway, we haven't got any snow, which is good. But anyway, so did you have any Easter eggs? Because obviously our topic of conversation is today. When is chocolate? When is enough? How much is enough chocolate?
Chocolate. Have any Easter eggs? No.
No, neither did I. Oh, I have asked our group in Transform X if they got any spare for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Always asking for a friend. Absolutely. Yeah. And you know what? I think for meeting the needs of our friends in LA, we've probably scuppered ourselves today because Boris Johnson's making announcements at the moment, so nobody's going to be watching us. So Boris, thanks very much, mate. Appreciate it.
Yeah. What is Boris? I wonder what he said.
Lockdown easing, I believe. That's what I'm saying. Get an update off Syria. Find out what's going on. Anyway, so this week, be quiet, dog. This week we're talking about eating choices in our Transform X training, and you often find people this time of year, you know, they make a big thing about, oh, I've had too much chocolate. Shut up! They're worse than kids. Out, come on, out. So yeah, eating choices. And this time of year, chocolate, Easter Sunday dinners, and everything else. And I saw an article. I don't know if you saw it, where they were bemoaning a cream egg. They're going, you shouldn't eat cream egg. It's like 170 calories. It's like, why are you demonizing chocolate?
Yeah.
Why are you demonize the food?
Hand with my email today. This goes hand in hand with my email. And I'll use the phrase that I used in that email. You know, it's just the cream egg.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, and it's just a day as well. So, for example, if you had I think Harvey Holt did this. I put an article on one of the Facebook or Instagram thing, and he had a Oreo bar cream egg. Now, the egg itself is what? I think he said about 800 calories, and the bar themselves like 200 each with 2 bars in. Well, guess what? Enjoy the egg. It's Easter. It's one day. And then have the bars at some point during the week. Just because it comes with an egg and 2 bars doesn't mean to say you have to eat the bars.
Very true.
You see what I mean? And this whole demonizing of food and going, you know, that's what creates half the problems. And bear with me because I'm going to have another rant.
Yeah.
Right. And I have this all the time. So there's me sat, right, watching the telly last night, and there's an advert for Betfred. And Fred Dunn, the owner of Betfred's there, and he's there talking about the gambling industry and how we put limits in place and how we put, this, we'll give you a break, or we'll tell you how much you're spending, and you can cool off. I thought, that's really good, helping somebody who's addicted to gambling. That's brilliant. How fantastic, right? The next advert, Uber Eats. Free £10 off for your next 3 orders. Right? So it's okay gambling. Oh, we care about gambling. Can't go spending money. Here's what we're going to do, though. We're going to make it really easy for you to eat junk food. And we're also going to give you some money off to eat junk food to get you hooked to buy more junk food. I would love it if McDonald's turned around and did an advert and said, we're aware that our food, have it once a day. It's a novelty. It's nice. Enjoy it. But actually, be mindful of what you're eating. And here are the calories. And here's, do you know that Big Mac large meal we advertise is, 2/3 of your meal recommended daily allowance? No, they don't.
There's not much education going out there. I mean, yeah. I don't know how much that benefit, stops you, put the limits on it and all that. I'm not sure that helps anybody. If you're addicted, you get around it.
Yeah, well, precisely. And Beverly, you are correct. Not all Uber is junk. Yes, sushi, salad, and correct. I just think it's frustrating when what you see them advertising is Greg's, McDonald's, KFC. Yeah. That's what frustrates me. And I have no problem with people ordering it. It's fantastic. It's just the fact that in the food industry, it seems that we're quite happy. Even the sugar tax. Let's go on to the sugar tax. So the government takes whatever it is on full fat bottles of Coke. I don't think that money goes into obesity or goes into helping people with eating disorders or anything like that. No, it just goes into some slush fund, I'm sure. A bit like the plastic bag charge. It's a great idea. It sounds very good, but nothing actually happens with it. It'll just go into some pot of cash instead of going to where it needs help.
Where does that money from the plastic bags go?
I don't know. Apparently, the shop owners are allowed to decide where they want to send it.
What?
I mean, it's just bizarre. It's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like, in fact, there's probably some government department of plastic bag charge who's got a bit of a slush fund.
The shop decides where they send the money. That's hilarious.
Yeah, Bev, you are correct, Mackie D's. All of the food industry, all the food people have really good nutritional information. What they don't do is they turn around and say, by the way, if you have this meal, you're going to hit, over half your daily calories a day. That's my issue, is that the food industry doesn't have to do the same thing as the gambling industry. But obesity is one of the biggest causes of premature death in the country, and it's a crisis. But we'll quite happily slam the gambling industry and say, you've got to do all these things in the adverts. That's my beef. I have, it's all down to choice, like all things. But, yeah. Anyway, that's my rant for the day about eating.
I think the people who calories on the board, McDonald's put up, that KFC put up, I think the people who will, or the people who are doing it at home as well.
Yeah. Well, you and I both know what is our favourite thing to do on a trip up to South Shield to see for our Elitex meetups. What's a highlight of our journey up?
Tradition is egg McMuffins. Allerton, is it? North Allerton?
North Allerton, yeah. That is it. And that's it. But we know what we're eating, because guess what? We know what's in it, and it's all part of an eating plan. Yeah. And it comes back to our topic today about chocolate. You can have anything within your eating plan. It's when it goes out of control. It's when it's not managed properly. It's when people are missold things. Again, another rant about mindful eating. Protein, right? Never fall for protein Weetabix. It's the biggest con going. It's actually got more sugar in than actual Weetabix, and the protein benefits aren't worth it.
Yeah.
And it's an extra £1.50.
And I think everyone's jumping on the high in protein bandwagon these days.
Yeah. And it's just but it's coming back to sort of mindful choices. And it's turned into a bit of a rant, but I felt like one coming today. Because I think it's got to be called out again. Let's pick on Slimming World, shall we? And Weight Watchers and their healthy meals. Right, so you can have a Slimming World yogurt that's 0 sins, but you can then have the Muller Light yogurt, that's 1.5 sins. I might believe. Somebody can stand me correct if I'm wrong. I don't know, but it's the same stuff. It's just not sold by Weight Watchers or something. It's like, what is it all about? Marketing ploys. And let's talk about bananas, shall we?
Bananas. Right.
Have you heard this? Have you heard this? You'll love this, Dom. From your background, you'll love this, right? So, a banana on a whole is 0 cents. But if you have a mashed banana, I think it's 1.5 cents. Tell me, how do you eat a banana without mashing it? Have you ever tried swallowing a whole banana? No, I'm sure there's some people out there who could do that, but I'm pretty sure I can't.
No, that's interesting. I've not come across that. That is,
isn't that stupid?
It's free, but I don't even get this whole sins thing. Anyway, talk about, if you're gonna do something, just calorie count. We'll educate them in the system that everybody's working off. It's not great. Everybody can only work off a bloody sin, and they're all eating food out of fucking Morrison's and Aldi and wherever else. You can just
sorry, Cam.
I was gonna say you can just eat, just eat standard food, but understand what the calories are and what it means.
So, Bev, gone mashed bananas. Bananas activate the sugars before it hits your stomach. I suppose the question is, if you've chewed it properly in your mouth first, isn't it mashed, Bev? Please, I'm all to be enlightened. And by the way, well done, census officer, and you're walking 8 kilometers a day. I noticed you've been posting some of that. So fantastic ever, Bev. I bet you're not doing that in those killer heels, are you?
What was
Bev,
it?
by the way, mate. Bev's doing a census officer and she's walking up to 8 kilometers a day. Yeah, Bev, I must point out, probably still has the most amazing collection of heels I've ever seen. In fact, a conversation we had in Glasgow on the last day of a bid before she went out to go and get a pair, she opened my world to this whole range of shoes that are available. Hell no, proper trainers. Yeah, I didn't think so, Bev. So yes. Anyway, thank you for clearing out Bev about mashed bananas, but yeah, I still don't buy it. In terms of sins. You want me?
And so, what was it to do with? Mashed bananas have got more sugar in.
No, it activates the sugars before it hits your stomach. If you mash the banana.
Nah.
Yeah. I still don't think it's enough to add an extra sin and a half. So
now people aren't eating bananas. I don't know which one.
Yeah, well, you'd avoid them anyway. So anyway, I lost after my little rant about food and mindful eating. But yeah, I think it comes back to your email today was very apt about, it's just a food, isn't it? It's there. It's to be enjoyed. It's like, it's a chocolate egg, but everyone demonizes it.
Yeah.
They build it up and then demonize it. What is the point in doing that? Seriously, it's like, if you want to have something, enjoy it. As soon as you start demonizing it, as soon as you start making it, it's, again, another rant. Cheat days, cheat meals. Why? It's a meal for crying out loud. And it's a day where you might eat a few more calories. Because guess what? What you've done is before you get to that cheat day, you've ate a few less calories, so you've got some spare.
Just measure the week.
Yeah.
The week in your sound. You don't need cheat days. You can have what you want on whatever. Why are you saving it all up for one particular day? By the way, if you're going to then have a cheat day, that's almost giving you the brain the signal to say it's cool. And if you give one day, you can skip 2 days before you know it. Just eat what you want every day. Just eat a balanced life. Enjoy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not enjoy it on a Saturday because it's the weekend.
Yeah.
Yourself all. That's why people have negative connotations about food. It's so hard to stick to things, to eliminate foods, cut calories so intensely, exercise, eat more, and then they go on a binge and then feel like shit because they've just eaten chocolate, and then it's all chocolate's fault or whoever's. There's a big story created around in their head that all the kids' fault because it's Easter and they got the Easter eggs, and if the kids weren't around, the chocolate wouldn't be in the house. It's got nothing to do with the kids.
Yeah. The kids know the chocolate, and I think you made a valid point there about people. Why do people get triggered? Why do people eat? Don't eat during the day, and then they end up being hungry, and then eat too much at night. It's just you haven't planned your day properly. You haven't ate sensibly. You haven't thought about an eating plan. You haven't gone, I'm going to get to the end of the day, and I haven't thought about what I've eaten, and I'm just going to eat loads of rubbish because I've convinced myself I haven't eaten all day.
Yeah.
So why would I track? I don't need to track.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten all day.
Yeah.
And then you give up, and before you know it, you're eating things, and you just eat, and then you become mindless eating. Instead of being mindfully eating, you're mindless eating.
Yeah.
I mean, far too many people mindlessly eat.
Yeah, and then you do that a few days a week. The weekend, so I can do what I want on the weekend.
Yeah.
And actually, you forget the meals that you have had were near enough daily calories anyway. So actually, you've nearly had your calories just in one meal. You get to the weekend convincing yourself to have breakfast and lunch,
Yeah.
You what you want, and then you go hell for leather weekend and then wonder why you weight on because you've cut your calories so much, you've exercised so hard, your deficit is so big that every time you eat,
you're actually not doing yourself any benefit because you are in such a deficit that it's and to be honest, again, I've been guilty of that in the past on my journey where I've just gone to such a deficit, but after a period of time, it just plateaus. And it's well, I'm working hard, I'm not eating enough, but I'm not losing any weight. Well, guess what? Because your body is, like we said on previous calls, your body's an amazing device, amazing thing that has been developed over millions of years, and it's designed to keep you alive. It won't use this. It's a central nervous system that keeps you alive, and it'll protect you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, make good habits. Get this.
It's all about choices. It's all about making the right choice at the right time. That's all it is. And people stop using excuses and blame.
Yeah.
Bit harsh for me to say because I've been there, but people need to stop finding excuses and actually take responsibility.
I think that's a good way of summarising. Very good way.
Yeah. And again, I'll put this out there. If anybody's got any spare Easter eggs, I've got a friend who might want some. And thank you very much, James, Harry, Megan, and Oprah for joining from Los Angeles. Wish you could have turned up. We did it late, especially for you guys, but you couldn't be bothered, obviously, having brunch. But there we are. Do you know what? We do these things to people, and they can't even bother to turn up. It's ridiculous, honestly. Unless, of course, they're all in one get together and they've decided to join on one Facebook Live. They could be watching now. I'll get a message in a minute from James going, Tibbsy, sorry, buddy.
We're watching off Beth.
Right. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed our afternoon morning boost, or early evening morning boost. It was a pleasant change. So apologies for ranting for the last 20 minutes, but occasionally it's a good thing to do. And I'm looking forward to do our mindful eating training tomorrow night for our Transform X guys. I'm going to try not to rant. I can't guarantee it though, Dom. You may have to call me back. Do you know what, Bev? I love you watching us too. I really do. So thank you for that comment. It means a lot to us. And the sun's coming through my office now, so it's like. But yeah.
You look like the Queen for a moment.
Yeah. It's like. Yeah. Right, cool. Anyway, we're going to be back on Wednesday for the morning boost.
Yes.
Where we'll actually discuss the outcome of the training on Tuesday night, and I perhaps won't rant so much. Can't guarantee it though. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Thank you if you're listening. If you do watch this on replay, hashtag replay. It helps the algorithms. And if you are listening to us on the podcast, please leave us a review, whether you're on Apple, Spotify, Google, or any of the less known podcast providers. Have a great rest of your Easter Monday. Stay warm, and if it's snowing, then lucky you. And we'll see you all on Wednesday. Have a great day. Adios, and see you Wednesday, guys.
Adios.